So how about the process loading uh, from a PE file to the memory? Yeah. So firstly, when we start the program, it will call an API that call create process, which give the operating system the request to create this process and start the execution. So it will so next step is creating the process data structure. So in this step, it create the process data structure in the kernel and set the unique ID for the process that we can know this one the unique ID is the process ID. Then in the step 3, initialize the virtual memory, which is create the process virtual memory and its representation of the physical memory. Then save it inside the E process structure and create the PEB structure, which is we discussed before. That one is about the process environment block PEB with the with all necessary information, then load the main two DLLs that Windows application will always needed. That is the anti-dll.dll and kernel32.dll. Then step 4 is loading the PE file. So in loading the PE file, loading all the required third-party library, make sure to find the required APIs from this library. Then save the save their address in the import tables of the loaded PE file. Yeah, so the save address actually is save the address of the API in the import table of PE file to make the PE file is more easy to know the which API is from the which address, so they can call the thing easier. After that, yeah, it's a step 5, that is the start the execution. So the window will create the first thread in the process. Yeah, and that's initialization and call to the PE files entry point to start the execution of program.